Hey guys, do you know Bubu Designs has been in existence for over 10 decades and more, and the style keeps evolving, and we fashion lovers keep adapting and switching it up. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you a detailed process on how to cut this trendy Bubu design neckline. It's a V neckline. So first I'll go ahead to get my hip circumference divided by 4, and I'll be adding 2 inches to it. 1 inch for sewing allowance and 1 inch for the same allowance. Then note also that my fabric is, I have 2 fabrics here for both the front and the back. So I'll be cutting both the front and the back together. So right now I'll go ahead to mark my neck circumference, which is 3 inches for the width of the neck and 1 inch for the depth of the neck. This is the back neck circumference. So after doing that, I'll go ahead to mark out my shoulder measurement, which is 14 divided by 2, which is 7 because it's on full. After doing that, for my shoulder measurement, I'll go ahead to mark out my sleeve length, which is 12 inches. And I'll add also 1.5 inches for the folding. After doing that, I'll come down by 1 inch from my sleeve length and connect that to the neck width that I have marked. That's the 3 inches I had marked for my neck width. I'll go ahead to connect that with my ruler, and that will serve as my neck slope, or my shoulder slope rather. That will serve as my shoulder slope. You can as well decide to leave this without a shoulder slope. You can sew this without a shoulder slope, but that means you won't be cutting out that closed end from the shoulder. So after doing that, I'll go ahead to mark out the sleeve round measurement. The sleeve round measurement is about 12 inches as well. And from the hip circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches, I'll go ahead to connect it. I'll connect the sleeve round length and my hip circumference plus 2 inches together. So I'll just curve it out a little like this. That will serve as the under armhole area. So after doing that, I'll go ahead to cut this out from the side seam to the sleeve length and then to the shoulder slope. Always ensure you add your sewing allowance to your shoulder slope so it will not affect your neck width measurement. Always add about 1/2 inches or even 1 inch, as much as you can be generous with. So add 1 inch or 1/2 inches to your fabric at the shoulder. Now I'll go ahead to notch the middle point of both of my fabric, both the front and the back. For the front is not really necessary, but for the back is very important. So when you're attaching your collar, you can get it accurate. So I'll go ahead to notch the allowances I've made as well. Now I'll go ahead to separate the front and the back as well. They are both the same, but the neckline for the front is certainly different. So I'll go ahead to separate it. Right now I'm just marking out the front and the back of the fabric because they look very much alike. So as not to get them confused, I decided to mark them out with my chalk. So after aligning my fabric like this, after aligning both sides, the side seam and the sleeve of my fabric, I'll then go ahead to mark out the neck space for the front. So from the tip or from the seam of the dress, of my dress, this is the half length of my dress because my Bubu is going to be having an adjustable rope at the waist. So from that place, I'll go ahead to mark 1.5 inches. And from that 1 inches, I will mark that and note that. Then from the neck measurement, from the neck depth, I will go ahead to mark a straight line and slant the ruler. Always make sure you slant the ruler, or slant the ruler like that, and connect it to the 1.5 inches I had made earlier. Now after doing that, the next thing you want to do is cut this out. So after cutting it out like that, the next thing to do is to attach this piece to the back. Attach each piece to the back, right side facing right side. So after attaching the front and the back, this is what it looks like. It looks like a jacket, and I attached it by the shoulder side, not the side seam. So it looks like a jacket. And what the next thing to do is to go ahead to mark the total length of your jacket from the right side to the back round measurement and to the left side. Just like the same you do, go ahead to measure it all round. Take your time because the length will determine the total length of your neck piece. Like I was saying earlier, my Bubu has half length because I want to attach a detachable adjustable rope to the waist side, and I also want my skirt part to have slits and to have pockets. I want it to have a slit, and I also want it to have pockets. So I've decided to sew out the half length, the upper bodies of my garments before sewing the lower bodies of my garment, of my Bubu. So the total length is 52. Now I'll go ahead to divide 52 by 2. And when I divide it, I will go ahead to mark the total length, adding about 2 to 3 inches extra. So at that point where I'm pointing the arrow, I will go ahead to sew just sew a straight line. Just so you mark it straight, and from the point where you sew, or from the point where you mark, then you go ahead to mark the length of your back depth. That's the back round. You divide it by 2 and add it to the front depth length. So for the front depth, I'll be using 9 inches. So that 9 inches, I'll go ahead to add 1.5 to it. The back width is 3 inches. So 3 inches divided by 2 is 1.5. So I'll add 1.5 to the 9 inches I'll be using. And I've marked it out. I've added the 1.5, and from that part, the second line, the 1.5 that I added to the 9 inches, I will go ahead to start dividing the total fabric in 2. Note that this fabric is in 2, but it's not on fold. It's right side facing right side. So we'll be sewing on the wrong side. Our sewing will be on the wrong side. So make sure the right side is facing the right side. And also know that you can use any other fabric of your choice, any matching fabric. You can use ashoke or crepe or satin, any color that matches the style or the design or inspiration you are getting. But this is a client's order, and she wanted the same Ankara fabric for the neck piece. So I'll go ahead to mark it down. Please always make sure you add extra inches to your total length, because you don't want to have a shortage. So it's better for it to be in excess than for it not to be enough. So you won't be having joinings on your design. So this line I'm making, that will be the line I will be sewing on. I will sew on the line that I'm making. So you want to make sure to sew on the line to make the line straight. And you also want to make sure to make a straight line, because we are dividing both sides by 2. We're dividing it in 2. The total weight of this is 6 inches. So I'm done sewing at the middle, and I will just go ahead to open it up like this. Please pay attention to this part. This is it. Just open it up like this. Fold that side together, the inner seam. After folding it, go ahead to arrange it. You can use a collar stay or a stay, whatever stay you like, but I didn't use any stay for mine. So this is what it looks like. After sewing on the wrong side, this is what it looks like. If you notice, my neck space is very small, so I went ahead to increase it a little. So this is what we'll be attaching to the Bubu upper side. So now I've gone ahead to pin one side, and let me show you the other side. So this is the alignment part. Now this part where you sewed is where you attach to the notched parts from your center back. That part you notch on your center back neck, that's where you attach it to. And from there on, you go ahead to attach every other part, every other piece of your neck piece. You go ahead to attach every other side of your collar. You want to ensure that you pin it all around before sewing, so you would not have to loosen it or rip it out over and over again in case it's not accurate. So you want to make sure you pin it out first. Be sure each part is aligning Be sure you are satisfied with the placements before you sew it. So after attaching it and sewing it down, this is what it looks like. And after joining my other piece, my lower piece, and attaching the hook, this is what the bubu looks like. This is what the bubu looks like. The waist is it has an adjustable hook. It also has a pocket. Bubu is evolving into beautiful designs for any body size and body shape. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you've not subscribed, it's a good time to subscribe and turn on your notification bell, so whenever I upload a new video, YouTube will notify you and you can get to enjoy more free tutorials. Thank you guys. Bye.